Hockey fan here, and today I'd like to talk about a player who's on a real heater in the OHL right now, and that's Nick Suzuki. He currently has 20 points, 5 goals, 15 assists in his past 6 games, and since being put with his new line mates, I believe it was 7 or 8 games ago, under 10 games ago, who are Nate Schnarr, the 75th pick for Arizona in the 2017 draft, and Isaac Radcliffe, 35th pick for round 2 in round 2 for Philly last year. Since that line has been formed only 8 or 9 games ago, they have 48 points combined. Suzuki has 20 in his past 6 games. They're currently the top line in the OHL, and the OHL playoffs aren't far away, about 15 games away. Suzuki right now has 82 points in 53 games. He has 10 game-winning goals this year. He should surpass his 100-point total of last year. He's on a 1.7 point per game pace. He is a really red-hot prospect for the Habs right now. If he had to get drafted this year, his stock would have been way higher. Not for what he did in the World Juniors, because Canada didn't go far in the World Juniors, although he didn't look bad. But for what he's been doing in the OHL, he could potentially be the MVP of the tournament if they go on and win it all in the end. And Guelph's already locked up a playoff spot in the OHL. They're guaranteed a playoff spot in the OHL right now, so they're going to be in the playoffs. So this is a guy to watch out for. It's the main reason why I made this video. If you're a Habs fan, I know they don't show a lot of Guelph on TV, unless maybe you live in Ontario or you're local, then they do show a lot of Guelph games on TV probably. But if you're a Habs fan, you would most likely have to go online to watch Nick Suzuki play, download or stream his games. But he's well worth watching the way he's been playing lately. Like 20 points in 6 games. That guy is on fire. He's putting up almost 4 points per game. Like, he's putting up lots of goals, lots of assists. He kind of reminds me of a mix of a Jonathan Drouin and Brendan Gallagher, because he's shorter, he's smaller like Gallagher. He's only 183 pounds, he's 5'11", he's 19 years old, but he does have that Gallagher-style skating style where he's hunched over and he can drive into the zone. He's not the most physical player, but he is tough and gritty for his size. He can get players off him. He's really got a really good hockey IQ. And the way he reminds me of Jonathan Drouin, he reminds me of Jonathan Drouin when Jonathan Drouin's on his games, with that cycling play. He has ability to come down on the half wall and to have a defender go one way and to whip back the other way and whip a pass over, or fake a shot and make it a pass and do stuff like that. His hockey IQ is very smart. The line that he's on now in the OHL, they're one of the funnest to watch. With Radcliffe, Schnarr, and Suzuki, they're always cycling in the zone. They always have teams pinned in their own zone. Whenever that line's on the ice, they always have the other team pinned in the own zone. They're passing it around back and forth. They're cycling on the half wall. They're coming behind the net. They're getting it up to the point, and they're getting the puck back. They're making it look like they're going to shoot, and they're getting passes over for wide open nets. Some of them goals they're getting are absolute gimmies and beauties to watch. If you're a hockey fan, it's beautiful hockey to watch. I'm not going to lie. I don't sit here and watch every Guelph Storm game. I don't sit down and follow every OHL stat and every player, but I have been keeping a close eye on Suzuki. Me and my friends have been talking about him a lot lately. I've been watching all of his highlights, what he's been doing. He had 6 points in 1 game not long ago. The guy has just been on fire. Like, he was really good prior to coming to Guelph. I believe he had 45 points in 30 games or something like that, and he has 41 points now in 23 games in Guelph. But it's not just his point total and what he's doing, it's the way he's looking. He's on fire with the skating. He's hitting, he's being physical, his team is winning, his team has been undefeated since that line has been formed. They're put up 48 points in 8 or 9 games. Like, they're unreal together. If they could come into it, if they were all Habs prospects and we could put them together as a young rookie line in Laval or something to develop into a Habs line, they could be a great line on the road. That's just speculation. That's just a fantasy of a Habs fan. But hey, if you guys don't watch Nick Suzuki, if you haven't seen much from him lately, you really need to go check them out. Keep an eye on the OHL playoffs, keep an eye on the Guelph Storm, and keep an eye on our Habs prospect. Because how good would it be to have him win the OHL playoff? He's not going to win the OHL MVP. I believe he's just outside the top 10 in points for the OHL. But to see him win the playoff MVP, with Ryan Poehling already winning the World Juniors MVP, with Romanoff being the best defenseman being voted the best defenseman in the World Juniors, and now to have Nick Suzuki go on and say his team wins the whole tournament and he wins MVP, that would be such good things for Habs fans to talk about. Even if they miss the playoffs this year, knock on wood, I pray they don't miss the playoffs, but even if they did miss the playoffs, good little things like that, hot prospects and players to watch like that are always fun to talk about, to keep the hockey talk going and to keep your mindset on how good the team is going to be down the road. Jesperi Kotkaniemi is, without a doubt in my mind, our future #1 center. So I would say it's either Paling or Suzuki who is the future number 2 center down the road now, maybe 2 or 3 years. I could see Suzuki making the team next year. I would favor him to make the team over Paling, where Paling is going to be coming from the NCAA. He's probably going to put into Laval to develop for a little bit, but I would favor Suzuki over Paling to make the team next year. Not saying he's an overall better player. It's really hard to judge with two of them. They both have their own style. They're both really good. They're both pretty much projected to be the same type of player. The number 2 center is the projection on both of them pretty much. But Suzuki does have a lot of upside, and he's getting better and better and better, and his hockey IQ and smarts are crazy. He seems like the type of player that would thrive in Montreal. One of those smaller, fast, exciting players that would be a fan favorite. And I think if he really got on a heater in Montreal and got his confidence going his first month or two there, he could really develop into something special for Montreal. Maybe they'll start slow with him to put him in Laval, who knows. But anyways, guys, keep an eye out for Nick Suzuki. The guy's red hot. He has 20 points in his past 6 games. When the OHL playoffs start, even if you're not an OHL fan, you don't have to watch all the games. Watch the Guelph Storm games, guys. They're so worth watching. As an average hockey fan, I love them. I love hockey, and I love that style of hockey, that fast, wide open pace, the team that can pin you in their own zone. Their top line is the most exciting line in the OHL. They did a really good article on him in NHL the other day. I don't know what writer it was, did a really good article on him talking about how on fire he was. And when I read it, I was pumped. Everything I heard about him was positive. That's what you want to hear about your prospects. That's what you want to see. So anyways, guys, keep an eye out for Nick Suzuki. Watch the OHL playoffs. Watch the Guelph Storm. Look at the stat chart every time the guy plays. He's phenomenal. Hopefully he can transition into the NHL. I would love to see it. Thanks for watching my video. I will have a review for you of tomorrow night's game, the LA game, or tomorrow, I think it's a matinee game tomorrow, the LA game. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my video. Feel free to like. Please hit that subscribe button. More subscribers, the better. And feel free to leave a comment. You have a great day. This is Mr. Average Hockey Fan, over and out.